Good Tuesday evening, May 28th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. A lawsuit filed last week seeks damages from Chelan County in an alleged case of child sexual abuse dating back 40 years. A Moses Lake man was injured Saturday in a Highway 17 wreck north of Othello. Breezy and cooler weather expected tomorrow as well, with mostly sunny and warmer conditions on the way for Thursday and Friday. All the details coming up in your local weather forecast. An injured climber had to be airlifted Monday after an apparent fall from a rock feature above the Columbia River near Beverly. Grant County Sheriff's officers and Royal Slope Fire and Rescue were summoned about 3 p.m., although the exact time of the accident wasn't known. Sheriff spokesperson Kyle Foreman said the rescue involved 7 local, state, and federal agencies.
I'm Kyle Foreman with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. We're on State Route 243, about milepost 26 along the Columbia River. Over my left shoulder, you can see that there's a helicopter. That's an Airlift Northwest helicopter that's just picked up a climber that fell about an hour and a half ago. Fell about 50 to 90 feet. He has severe injuries. He's being taken to a trauma center right now. At the scene is Fire District 8, Royal Slope Fire and Rescue, Bureau of Land Management, and the Grant County Sheriff's Office. We'll have more information hopefully later on this condition of this man. I'm Kyle Foreman with the Grant County Sheriff's Office.
Jury selection began today in the Chelan County civil trial of Thad Lawson and his former Veterans Service Charity. The state attorney general's office says Lawson violated the civil rights of at least a dozen women who worked in or visited the Veterans Warehouse thrift store by sexually harassing them and then retaliating when they made complaints. Lawson operated Veteran Warehouse locations in Wenatchee and Kennewick until last year, when he was sentenced to 75 days in jail for assaulting a woman at the Wenatchee store. The Attorney General's lawsuit is separate. It seeks damages on behalf of the alleged victims. A judge last month declined Lawson's motion to throw the case out of court. A Wenatchee man who served prison time for a 2021 gang-related shooting is now accused of firing off gunshots at a city intersection back in February. 26-year-old Justino Omar Brito was allegedly seen carrying a handgun in the 700 block of South Chelan Avenue and making threats to bystanders. Wenatchee police say later that night he was recorded on a home security system standing near South Chelan and Lewis Street and firing off at least 10 shots into the air. Police say they found 9mm shell casings in the area, and bystanders were able to identify Brito as the suspect. He was arrested May 17th and now faces possible charges of unlawful firearm possession and discharging a weapon in public. A lawsuit filed last week seeks damages from Chelan County in an alleged case of child sexual abuse dating back 40 years. The case, filed in Douglas County, claims that in the mid-1980s, the plaintiff was victimized by a staff member while held at the Chelan County Juvenile Detention Center. No specifics are outlined in the lawsuit complaint, and the plaintiff is identified only by initials. The county was served notice of the lawsuit May 20th and has yet to file a response. When we come back, the city of Wenatchee approved $74,000 to help the Wenatchee Rescue Mission replace their sewer lift station pump system late last week. And the Wenatchee Rotary Club will be hosting renowned academic Nick Zentner as guest lecturer for an event coming up on Thursday. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
Raising a family may have seemed overwhelming to your parents, but they weren't. Coach, teacher, life guide, caregiver. Family takes care of family. And as the circle of life continues, you now are their caregiver. It may seem overwhelming, but we're here to help you find the support services necessary so you can provide quality care to your elders.
Call Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington at 1-800-572-4459.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Check out clubcrowcashmere.com for upcoming events and tickets.
A Moses Lake man was injured Saturday in a Highway 17 wreck north of Othello. The Washington State Patrol says 21-year-old Jacob D. Stansbury was traveling southbound near milepost 32 when his Dodge Ram pickup moved into the northbound lane and struck an oncoming Volvo. The second driver was unhurt, but Stansbury was taken to Cadlick Regional Medical Center. Troopers say he faces a likely citation for crossing the center line. The city of Wenatchee approved $74,000 to help the Wenatchee Rescue Mission replace their sewer lift station pump system on Thursday. The Rescue Mission, a nonprofit dedicated to helping homeless people, has been dealing with sewer pump problems since late December. Community Development Director Glenn DeVries told the council the pump system had not been maintained for over 40 years, which has led them to fail over time. DeVries explained that the city uses 87% of the rescue mission capacity and that the success of the city's programs relied on getting the system functional. The parts for the lift station will take 4 to 8 weeks to arrive, though there was no firm completion date set. The Wenatchee Rotary Club will be hosting renowned academic Nick Zentner as guest lecturer for an event on Thursday. Zentner, the senior geology lecturer at Central Washington University, is known for his educational Cascade PBS geology series, Nick on the Rocks, and he'll be speaking on how the Missoula floods contributed to the formation of the Wenatchee Valley. The free event will take place at noon on Thursday in the Music and Arts Center at Wenatchee Valley College and be prefaced with a lunch social in the Jack and Edna McGuire Center. Tickets for the lunch social are $16 per person and can be purchased on the Rotary Club's website. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, we will bring you our conversation with new Leavenworth Fisheries Manager Bill Gale. Breezy and cool conditions through tomorrow with nice weather on tap for the end of the week. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Bienvenido al Centro de Resolución de Conflictos. Brindamos servicios a los condados de Grant y Adams, ayudando a empresas y personas a resolver problemas difíciles. Ofrecemos ayuda con conflictos de trabajo, problemas residenciales y asuntos familiares. Podemos capacitar a su personal en habilidades de prevención y resolución de conflictos. Llámenos al 509-237-3705 para obtener más información.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
The Lake Chelan Chamber of Commerce presents The Magic of Manson.
Welcome to Navarre Coulee Tasting Room in downtown Manson. You're invited to stop by, relax, and enjoy a sample of our longer-aged wines. You will taste the difference from the very first sip.
Tipsy Canyon is proud to introduce their latest lineup of new wines. The Garvins will make you feel right at home as spring unfolds across the Chelan Valley. Come up to the Manson Hills and experience the magic for yourself.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous Farmers Market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
Since January, Bill Gale has been the overall manager of the Leavenworth Fisheries Complex, which includes U.S. Fish and Wildlife hatchery operations in Leavenworth, Entiat, and Winthrop. But he's been on the job for Northwest fish species since 2001, when he joined the fisheries program as a biologist. In tonight's feature story, NCWLIFE News caught up with Bill Gale at the Leavenworth National Fish Hatchery to talk about the complex and what its responsibilities are for endangered fish and the ecosystem that depends on them.
My name is Bill Gale. I work for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. I am the manager for the Leavenworth Fisheries Complex. So the complex is 4 separate offices, 3 national fish hatcheries, so Entiat, Winthrop, and Leavenworth National Fish Hatchery, and then the Mid-Columbia Fish and Wildlife Conservation Office in Leavenworth, Washington. There's about 50 staff members in the off-season. In the field season, we have about 55 employees working throughout eastern Washington, from basically from McNairy Dam to the northeast corner of the state. The mission of the service is to work with others to conserve, protect, and enhance fish, wildlife, plants, and their habitats. And so the hatcheries are a key piece of that, but we're also doing things like habitat restoration throughout eastern Washington. We're monitoring native fish populations. And we're working with hatcheries to improve performance, improve their returns, and really help them meet their goals. Grand Coulee Dam, when it was built, blocked fish passage to about somewhere between 25 and 40% of the available freshwater habitat for salmon and steelhead in the basin. And so helping to mitigate for that's important, but they have different specific missions. Leavenworth and Entiat are focused, their programs are focused on returning fish for harvest. Winthrop is slightly different. They're trying to directly benefit listed populations in the Methow Basin by rearing threatened summer steelhead and endangered spring chinook. Well, when the hatchery was first, I wasn't around then, but when the hatchery was first built in '39, this was cutting edge. And they were trying to do things that they didn't know if they were going to do would be able to work. You know, they tried rearing fish in Icicle Creek. They held adults in Icicle Creek, and they quickly realized that didn't work, and they moved to more of what we have now with adult holding ponds and raceways. The focus has really changed, though, from when I started my career, from numbers of fish out and pounds of fish out to what kind of quality are you producing? Are those fish ready to migrate to the ocean when we release them? Are they at the right developmental stage? Are they in good condition? Are you managing for pathogens and disease in your hatchery environment so you're releasing healthy fish? Circular tanks have been around for a long time. What's different is that we are starting to test, and in many hatcheries in the area, not just Leavenworth, are adopting what's called partial recirculating aquaculture. And so it's a method to basically reduce your water use. Instead of just using it once and passing it straight through the raceway, you're cleaning a portion of that water. But the big benefits are you're hopefully improving the quality of the fish. You're reducing your water use. In all of our basins in eastern Washington, have a water problem. We're over allocated in many cases, and so water is a scarce resource for us. It also helps us deal with things like warming water in the summer, which we're starting to see with the changing climate. That's really one of the big drivers for going in this direction is our changing climate.
Time now for a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Tuesday and even better long Memorial Day weekend. Boy, we had a lot of wind, and as we said on Friday, yesterday, Memorial Day would be the nicest day, and boy, it really was, of our long holiday weekend. Today, we had a lot of clouds out there. This is our shot outside our weather window up north in Okanagan County, our Billy Goat Sky-Fi Tower camera. You can see Pateros in your shot here and Brewster a little farther up, but lots of clouds up that way, a lot like we experienced here in the Wenatchee Valley today, and it kind of kept our temperatures down a little bit. We did manage to reach 70 degrees, and that was just after noontime, and then our temperatures kind of dropped back into the mid-60s. 74 is our normal high for this time of year, 94 our record high set back in 1983. 54 this morning, pretty much in line where we should be. 52 is our normal low temperature, and our record low 41 degrees, and that was set in 1998. 511 when our sun came up this morning, and it sets tonight at 8:46. All right, getting you into those temperatures as we get you into Wednesday. Things will stay about the same as they were today, but just a little bit cooler, and maybe, I'm hoping not, a little bit windier tomorrow too. 66s for Moses Lake and Ephrata, around 65 for Quincy, 64s for Wenatchee, Eniat, and up in Chelan. Also, Omak will see a high tomorrow of 64 degrees. So we will be about 10 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. Tonight, mostly clear skies, breezy conditions, low pressure to our northeast, high pressure to our southwest. That tightens up those pressure gradients. So we'll see some breezy conditions tonight and cooler lows in the mid-40s tonight. So that's awfully cool. Wednesday, partly cloudy skies. And there was that wind you just saw on that map. Cooler temperatures on Wednesday. We'll cool back into the mid-60s, as I mentioned, about 10 degrees below where we should be for a normal high. For Thursday, a double shot of high pressure begins to move into the northwest. That'll warm us up a little bit, clear us out too. High temperatures Thursday, right around that 70-degree mark. And then as we get you into the end of the week on Friday, look at the clear skies all over the western United States. That's going to warm us up on Friday too. We're going to get into the mid-70s as we end the week on Friday, so pretty much back to normal by then. And for the weekend, things turn a little bit more unsettled. Not so much on Saturday. By the way, June 1st is on Saturday. Mostly cloudy skies. Might see some breezy conditions Saturday. Temperatures still going to stay nice, though, into the mid-70s to kick off our weekend. And then late Sunday into Monday, the showers move in. You can just see the trough and the big area of low pressure to our northwest. That's going to bring clouds our way Sunday. Lots of rain showers during the day on Sunday in western Washington. Not so much us until evening hours, but by Monday, we're going to see a lot of clouds out there. Mostly cloudy, a 40% chance of rain, and boy, you can see that all over the Pacific Northwest. We'll see high temperatures. That's the good news. Stay about normal with temperatures in the mid-70s. All right, your 7-day forecast now. 45 overnight tonight, one of the cooler nights we've seen in a while. 64 tomorrow, some wind, and then we will begin to warm up. And boy, a pretty nice 3-day stretch. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 76 on Friday. That will be the warmest day. Clouds moving in Saturday, giving away to PM rain showers on Sunday with a high of 75. And then our best chance of rain will be Monday. Mostly cloudy, a 40% chance of the wet stuff with high temperatures around 76 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Happy Tuesday. After losing 2 of 3 to Washington over the weekend, Seattle returned home for a 3-2 win over Houston Monday at T-Mobile Park. Seattle got busy early, scoring all 3 of its runs off Astros starter Framber Valdez in the first inning.
Goes after the first one and sends it to center field. Myers on the move, still on the move, diving, attempted. He makes a great catch, sliding up against the fence. 1 run will score. Julio Rodriguez was going to be waved and now held. Rodriguez was thinking about trying to score from second. Manny Acta wanted to send him. But a great play in center field by Jake Myers to preserve what could have been a bases clearing extra base hit.
Good job. Here's 1-0. Base hit through the hole. 2-0 Mariners. Ty France staying high. Ty was 8 for 33, 2 homers, 6 RBI on the trip.
It's only getting better now.
Haney, base hit up the middle. Garver getting waved on. Here he comes. There'll be no throw. The Mariners have a 3-0 lead here in the first.
So here's Jose Abreu, first and third, 1 out. And Abreu lines one into right center field. That is going to be down for a base hit. The Astros on the board. An RBI for Abreu. It's now a 3-1 game. Jose Abreu in his first game with the Astros since April delivers with an RBI base hit.
How about you, Jose Abreu? His first month, baby steps, working back into this situation because there's still a lot of work to be done.
Caratini sends one to the corner in right. It's going to be deep enough to score a run, you would think. John Singleton will tag and score. The throw goes to second. And the Astros have gotten 2 runs back here against the tough right-hander Bryce Miller. It's now a 3-2 game.
Mooney ready. Here comes a 2-2 pitch to Singleton. The pitch. He got him. Ball game over. Mariners win it 3-2. They take the opener against the Houston Astros and pick up a full game on the third place Stros. The Mariners go to 29-26. The Astros 24-30. Now 4.5 game separation between these 2 teams.
Jen Mueller caught up with J.P. Crawford afterwards live on Root Sports Northwest, asked the veteran shortstop how important it was to get runs early on Valdez.
Yeah, he's a very good pitcher, so the key is just, get a pitch and go right from the get-go, and thankfully we got on in the first inning and paid out to be the winning runs.
You score on the sac fly. That was a heck of a catch by Myers. We were just talking about this. Did you think Julio could have scored from second if he would have tagged up?
Nah, Julio's too slow.
Okay, we are not trying to start a fight in the clubhouse on that one. We saw Ryan Bliss run by. He went to go find his family right now. What'd you tell the youngster before he made his debut tonight?
Oh, just take it all in. You only get to debut once. Just take it one breath at a time and have fun out there and enjoy it.
Bryce Miller runs into some trouble in the 5th inning. How did he get out of it?
Just being the pitcher he is. He's a competitor, and he trusts his stuff, and he's going to go right after you from the first pitch, and it's really fun to play behind.
A 1-run win at home is nothing new for Seattle, and manager Scott Service was happy to have a big crowd on hand to help cheer on the Mariners.
Good to be back home. Yeah, those are the kind of games we're used to playing. I thought offensively tonight we did some really good things early in the game, all over Framber Valdez early, and that's what you have to do against him. Bryce got off to a good start. Again, he's been really good in this ballpark for whatever reason. He's a ton of confidence. It is a pitcher's ballpark. There's no question about it. You can get away with a few more things here, and I was just happy he get through the 6th inning tonight. And our bullpen, 9 up, 9 down. Those guys, some of those guys in that bullpen have been struggling a little bit, so nice to get them in there in a clean inning, and they were very effective, very efficient. They went right after him tonight against an Astros team that has a really good offense. So good way to start the homestand, and just excited to see all facets clicking in tonight. A lot of good stuff, a lot of good at-bats, cut down the strikeouts here the last couple of days, so hopefully we need that to continue, for the rest of the homestand. So appreciate the people coming out tonight, and hopefully they'll be out here the rest of the homestand. Our guys need it. This is our 11th game in a row today. We're in a tough stretch right now, but I talked to him, earlier today, it's a sprint. We don't have an off day for a while. Just put your head down and keep running.
Seattle and Houston tee it up again tonight at 6:40 on Root Sports Northwest. Well, the Mariners and Astros were the only American League West teams in action yesterday. Seattle's win extends its lead in the division to 3.5 games over Texas, 4.5 games in front of Houston. Oakland sits 7 games back, while the Angels are 8 games out of first place. Cascade boys soccer team placed third at the state 1A tournament over the weekend in Renton after falling to eventual state champion Overlake Friday 3-0. Kodiaks bounced back for a 5-2 win over Vashon Island Saturday to place third. Royal advanced to the championship with a 1-0 win Friday before falling 1-0 to Overlake in that final. Elmira Cooley Heartline's baseball team took second at the state 1B tournament in Ephrata over the weekend. The Warriors advanced to the championship with an 11-1 win over Nacelle on Friday. DeSales proved to be too tough for the title. The Irish defeated ACH 6-0. Liberty Christian edged Nacelle for third, winning 8-7. Eastmont didn't trophy, but the Wildcats went 2-2 at the state 4A tournament in Richland. Wildcats bounced back from a first-round loss to Jackson to beat Glacier Peak 3-2 to stay alive. They then beat North Creek 7-4 before finally falling to Skyview 9-5. Moses Lake lost 2 straight on Friday and were eliminated from the tournament. Othello made it as far as Saturday in the State 2A softball tournament in Sela. Huskies beat Olympic 6-1, then fell to eventual state champion Cedro Woolley 7-5 before blanking Enumclaw, then falling to North Kitsap 9-3. Ephrata lost both its games on Friday to be eliminated. Well, Lake Roosevelt went 1-2 at the State 2B softball tournament in Yakima. The Raiders beat Liberty of Spangle 3-1 before falling to Kittitas 19-0. Lake Roosevelt was bounced from the tournament Saturday by PL Willapa Valley 18-3. Okanagan dropped 2 straight on Friday to be eliminated. Well, congratulations to the state track and field champions. Alina Lafferty is a 3-time champion for Okanagan, winning the long jump and girls 100 and 200-meter dashes. How about that? Brewster's Court Geber has captured the state title in shot put and discus. Liberty Bell's Dexter Delaney is a state champion in the 1600 and 3200-meter runs. Brewster girls relay team won the 4x200 and 4x100 events. Bears Pepper Bozel is a state javelin champion. Cashmere's Caden Miller won the boys 110-meter hurdles. Giselle Cisneros, make that Ceniceros, there you go, won the girls 100-meter dash for Pateras. Oroville's Araceli Esquivel won the girls 400-meter dash. For the larger schools, Ephrata's Hayden Roberts captured the boys 800-meter run 2A title, while Wenatchee's Max Meadows did the same thing for the 4A event. Brewster boys finished third in state 2B, while Liberty Bell was fourth. Cashmere boys took third in the 1A division. Brewster girls were third and Okanagan fifth in the 2B division. Congratulations to the champions and to all who competed. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Tuesday.
On tomorrow's edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, Jeremy Andrews makes his very first appearance on this program. Biggest race in Wenatchee Valley history. The WVSO has been open for over 50 years. They have never had a race with first prize, how much?
$25,000.
$25,000 to the first place winner of the Wenatchee 200. It is Saturday night at the WVSO. Jeremy Andrews and his bracelets on the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at NCWLIFE.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.